And as we've just heard, the Dunedin City Council has activated its Emergency Operations Centre this morning, with more than a metre of rain predicted to fall across Greater Dunedin to noon on Thursday. Here to give us the latest information is His Worship the Mayor, Dave Cull. Good to have you in studio, sir. Thank you for coming. A little bit of background for you, please. What's the latest and how's the infrastructure standing up?
The infrastructure is coping really well. We've had teams out clearing, time of year, autumn, leaf drop. We've had teams out cleaning the leaves off the grates from the mud tanks. We've had a couple of slips in Portobello Road. They've been tidied up. We're going to close Highcliffe Road for safety reasons. So we're preparing for the worst and hoping for the best.
Yes, indeed, because the worst happened in 2015. That was the worst possible outcome that we could have had. The rainfall at this stage is not going to be as strong, we understand, or you're hoping that it's not from latest predictions. Advice to those in low-lying areas?
We're advising people in low-lying areas that are really concerned, and they're in the kind of places that have been flooded before and perennially do, that if they feel more comfortable, they should self-evacuate and go and stay with friends. But we're not advising them to yet. It's a matter of people's comfort. People's safety is the paramount thing, and if we get the news that the floodwaters are rising, we will get in early and advise that people need to evacuate.
Right, so the areas of greatest risk are?
South Dunedin and Mosgiel are obviously the areas that, in the event that the stormwater system can't cope, are likely to flood. But as I say, so far, the infrastructure is standing up really, really well.
Right, because the principal issue with the 2015, June 2015, was the screens were unable to cope.
Yeah, the screens are on the pumps. So when the screens blocked, it basically shut the pumps down and they weren't taking the water out. We put in a new screen, so we spent something like $600,000 putting in a new screen. It's been checked today, it is clear, and it is easy to clear if it needs to be, and everything's working.
Right, we see a lot of contractors have been working overtime, they've been working through the night to prepare for this.
Oh, we've got about 8 crews out, and there'll be people on all night. The customer services phones will be on all night. The emergency centre will be open all night as a precaution.
Right. Relief flood centres?
Yep.
Are we at that point?
We've set some up, and I've actually got, there's one in South Dunedin, the Caledonian Gymnasium. North Dunedin, the George Street Normal School, and Mosgiel is the Mosgiel Memorial Park Gymnasium. And those are information centres at the moment, but they can be used as welfare centres should they be needed.
Could I ask you to repeat those for the listeners at home?
Sure. South Dunedin, the Caledonian Gymnasium. North Dunedin, George Street Normal School Hall. And Mosgiel, the Mosgiel Memorial Park Gymnasium in Gordon Road.
Now that's if things get very pear-shaped.
Well, at the moment they're information centres. And they will become welfare centres if they need to be.
Right, but the current weather modelling is saying that it's not going to be as bad.
Well, the predictions have come back from where they were. We were told that there was going to be some 30-odd millimetres, more than 30 millimetres between midnight and 2 o'clock. That has come back and reduced somewhat, so it's more likely to be around 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock. But that's just a prediction. We can't guarantee it, but so far it's reassuring that it's not turning out to be as bad as we had thought, but we are keeping all the services on, all the monitoring on, and all those centres will be open through the night.
Fingers crossed, rubber ducks at the ready. Mayor Dave Cull, thank you so very much for your time, sir.